We are doing RTP right now. This RTP I have downloaded for Jan 26 attempt is from ICAI website. Okay. So you also download the RTP. There are two questions which have come new. We need to check what is the question, what is the answer. Yes, everything is exactly same. Now, if you see the amendments for September 25, those copy paste in your Jan 26 RTP as such, no amendment in for Jan 26. Case if you have studied for September 25, could not clear, the same syllabus is applicable for Jan 20. Now, we talk about this. There was only one amendment, that was Central Registration Center (CRC) in foreign company chapter. When we are talking about incorporation, when you are registering the foreign company, instead of going to ROC of Nigeria, we said CRC registration CRC. Okay. Now, as such, there is no option. So, if you have studied through me, you must be having my handwritten the question. Exactly same thing. You have to do it again, along with the new questions. What I'll tell you, do it, understand it properly. On the channel, I've already uploaded the revision sessions. Just quickly recall those provisions. I think we have completed the entire syllabus except I think interpretation of statutes. Yes, every chapter has been put as a revision thing with my chart book. If you have handwritten notes, you can revise from that on. Start revising parallelly with it. Okay? And just solve when you're preparing for Jan 26. So you will be having suggested of May 24, September 24. Then we have Jan 25, we have May 25, and now we have September 25. 5 attempts papers you have. So just do the suggested of it. So close to 500 marks answers you have. So when you see and when you solve those 500 marks, for sure 30 or 40% things will be repeated. Thus your brain will be clear. Was your common sense, your concept, your content would be more clear when you solve this past paper. This I'm not saying specifically for law. I'm saying in generic. They are more important for our syllabus. Okay? Let's solve the paper RTP. What new questions have come? So I generally follow the reverse technique. Class also we have done reverse technique. Come to the last question, question number 20. That talks about FEMA. When question number 20 talks about FEMA, it says S Limited Indian Company is planning to remit the USD 12 million to a consultancy firm based in Germany for advisory services relating to new infra project in a. The company has also engaged another foreign consultancy for a software upgrade where they want to remit $9 lakh. See the game of ICA. Here they have used the word million. Here you have used 9 lakh. $9 lakh. If I am a student, I do not know what is 12 million. For sure, it is not. Now, if you remember consultancy may we have learned like this. There was two consultancy. One was big consultancy. One was small consultancy. Now, big consultancy it was $1 crore per project, right? And small consultancy was $10 lakh per project. Okay. Now here they are saying $9 lakh. So here no permission is. Here they are saying how much? 12 million. $12 million. Now guys, 1 million is basically 10 lakhs. 10 million is 100 lakhs. 100 lakh basically means 1 crore. 1 crore dollar. Now they have used 12 million. Now they have used what? 12 million. So this will be 1200 lakhs. That would be basically 120 crore. Now if my limit was 1 crore, my limit was 1 crore. It's going beyond that. I require RBI approval. I require what? RBI approval. So here big may you require, here you don't require RBI approval. Let's check the answer. So you will write the theory. Then first answer, require approval from RBI for this payment. Second answer, no RBI ka approval is required. The only twist here was million. Understood? 20. Easy. 19. This is old question. Associate words to be understood in common sense manner. Explain with reference to interpretation status. Adjuse the generis. Associated word. So the same question is there in our question bank. Same question is there in the book behind the question. Same content. No new question. Okay. So I'm skipping this for time. 18. Mark this as important. This is a new question. Now see. ABC Foundation or NPU was registered under Section 25 of Companies Act 1950. As per Section 280 in double of Income Tax, a company is considered to be one in which public are substantially interested if it is registered under Section 25 of Companies Act 1950. After the enactment of Companies Act 2013, Section 25 Companies Act was replaced by Section 8 Companies Act 2013. However, the Income Tax still continues to make a reference of Section 25 of Companies Act 1956 in Income Tax Act. Reference is given. How the reference of Section 25 of 1956 in section so and so of income tax be constituted after the commencement of Companies Act 2013, explain as per GC. This is basically a simple rule. When the act gets amended, companies have got amended. Wherever old act का reference was there in, let us assume, income tax or maybe VAT act, में Companies Act 1956 का reference was there. So the question is, sir, what about that? So in the new act has got amended. So when Income Tax Act says you have to refer Section 25 of Companies Act 1956, it will be assumed that you have to refer Section 8 of Companies Act 2013. What you have to refer? Instead of old act, it got repealed, right? New act has come. What is the new act section? Section 8. So wherever old acts ka reference are there in other acts, we will be assuming those new acts would be referred. Acts would be referred. Okay. Now 18. Now see. Any provision of a former enactment, former law, then reference in any other enactment, like Income Tax Act or any of the instruments to the provision so repealed, shall be constituted as a reference to the provision so reenacted. Any reference in some other act of the deleted provision will always be assumed we are referring to the new provision is reenacted. So even if you don't study this, it's okay. This is a question. Shall be deemed to mean companies registered under Section 8 of Companies Act 2013. This is the conclusion. Read this answer again. Done? Now 17. Old question. We have done a lot of times. Raman, Sita, Mohan are the partners in LLP firm RSM and Co. engage in consultancy services. As per LLP agreement, profits and loss are equally shared. Raman requiring funds for personal use transfer 40% of his share of profits to Arjun. Transfer of in. After the transfer, he claims that Arjun claims that he is entitled to participate in the management. You tell me, is the transferee, does the transferee have the power to participate in the business? No, sir. He has just the share of profit. Can't participate in the management. Since Raman has transferred the part of his right, deemed to be disassociated. No. Even if you do full transfer or part transfer, you are still the partner. If you want to vacate from the partnership, you have to give a notice of resignation. Here you are sharing the profit. You have transferred the share of profit. Whether you transfer in part or you transfer in full, still the partner. And the transferee cannot participate. This question came in the previous attempt. You have done when you are doing. You are required to advise whether Raman's partial transfer will lead to dissolution, whether Arjun is entitled to participate. The answer is no. Same question, no new question. 16. Common Private Limited 3rd April obtained 30 lakh working capital loan. This is there in the book. By offering its stock and accounts received as a security from financial institute. 30 April, 3rd April 2020. 3rd April 2024. Charges chapter का question. Is it required to create a charge for working capital loan in 30 days of registration? Within 30 days of creation of charge. State the time limit regarding extension of time and the procedure in case the charge was not registered within 30 days. 30 days is normal time limit. Fees. Next 30 days along with additional fees. Next 60 days along with ad valorem. Ad valorem. Section number 77. Commission to old question. So till now what we have got 18th wala answer as new. Yes, everything is similar. Only the name they have changed, made the question little twisty. Yes, everything is 15. Devarshi Limited made a PP of its security during the year 23-24 by offering it as follows. Equity shares 210 people. Private placement का section number 42. Correct? Debentures they are offering 50. Out of 160%, 20 were offered as ESOP. 160 out, 140. Such debentures were secured against an immovable property of the company for which the charge holder registered the charge on payment of fees to the ROC. Now, as per the provision commission determine the max number of persons whom D Limited can offer present the PP during the financial year 23-24. If you remember the provision, 200 persons per security per financial year. 200 persons per security per financial year. Correct? Out of which ESOP will not be counted. So 210 means if you minus 20, you are 190. Second, debentures. It is different security. It is a different security still allowed, but there was a condition that the earlier offer should be either completed or it should be cancelled, revoked by the company. Then you can offer it to 200 debenture holders. You can offer the debentures to more 200 persons. Let's check the answer. Mark this because they have given the numbers to calculate. Let's see the answer. First, they have written full section number 42 का answer it is basically the limit of 200% will be counted separately for both such type of security and ESOP will not be counted. So 210 may say 20, we did 190. So further person to whom the security can be offered is 10. Your debentures you are offering it only 50, so we have more 150. 150. You see the question, what they had asked. Determine the max number of persons to whom D could have offered its securities. So 190 you have already offered, you could offer more to 10 people. Debentures you have offered to 50, you can offer it to more 150 people. But yeah, debentures will write one more line that the previous offer should be either abandoned or should be completed. Then only it can be offered to debenture. Cool, easy. 14. Foreign company. Foreign company. Germany. Develops software for a clinic in Delhi. Servers located in Delhi. Sorry, in Germany. Canada. No branch or place of business in India but has agents operating. Australia. Board meetings are conducted in Bangalore, India. Similar question. Incorporate outside India having a place of business and conduct business active in India. The foreign company. No place of business, not a foreign company. Only board decisions are taken, not a foreign, not a foreign company. Correct? Is a foreign company, not a foreign company, not a foreign. Done. Same question in our book also. Countries they have changed, but it is same question. 13. S Limited is engaged in the business of manufacturing high quality kitchen. They have a significant market presence for their products across India. The company appoints its stat auditor for the year 23-24. Statutory order. That means order chapter. The engagement letter would include a clause stating that the remuneration would be mutually decided. The directors of the company have approached you to seek an advice on provision relating to remuneration of the old question, section number 142, remuneration ka theory, you will write. At the first article, remuneration is decided by the board, subsequent was in general meeting, however, related to the board. Remuneration will include audit fees and reimbursement. However, it will not include any other fees charged on professional basis. Remember that we have written the theory notes, section 142. Easy question. Till now only private placement and I think 18 questions GC ka. Two questions we have. 12. One more question on private placement. Gloria Tech is engaged in developing software products primarily for small and medium enterprises. It says the company now plans to expand its operation, provide advanced enterprise solutions to large corporate clients. For this expansion, the company requires funds of approximately 650 lakhs. The promoters prefer to retain control of the company and do not wish to convert into public company. It's a private company or raise funds through a public issue. Okay. Peter initially considered raising funds through a right issue to existing shareholder but succeed in generating only 150 lakh. 500 ka shortfall is there. Additionally, banks are hesitant to increase their exposure. Advise whether so and so company can raise additional funds through a private placement as 500 lakhs and state the limits on the amount of fresh offer. You have to write private placement theory, section number 42. A private company can go for private placement, provided banks offer to 200% per security per financial year. Acha. Subsequent offer can be given only if the previous offer is abandoned or completed by the company. It. 42 a theory. Let's check the answer. Writing 42. You can go through private placement of shares. You have written private placement theory. Read this answer. Same answer. What? Read. Then question number 11. Descriptive. In August 25, Raj, a financial consultant to the company, Advise the board to revise its FS for the year 2023. Revise its FS vision. After discussing they did not comply with certain provisions. Examine with reference to applicable provision of Companies Act. Achha, we are in August 25. That means we are in 25, 26. It's asking us to revise 22, 23. 22, 23. 23, 24. 24, 25. Remember, financial statement vision was section number 131. Correct? You can revise for any of the three financial years. You can revise. That you still have to take permission from. Correct? Same answer, section 130. 131. Sorry, not central government, tribunal approval. My mistake. Will be taken tribunal approval. You can take it for any three preceding financial years. Take tribunal approval. This case, they can revise and revise this financial and provide the board obtained tribunal approval. Section number 131. Read the answer. Done? Cool. All descriptive is over. Only question number 15 and question number 18 were different. We have got in this RTP. Okay. Now, let's do the MCQ. Question number 10. So the following is not true. In case of shares, the rate of underwriting commission rate should not exceed 5% of the issue price of the shares. Underwriting commission should not more than the rate specified by AUA. In case of debenture, the rate of underwriting commission shall not exceed 5% of the issue price of debenture. Amount of commission is paid out of profits of the company. Debenture, I think 2.5. So this is the true. It should be AUA or which way is higher, correct? Which way is lower? 0.5. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. C. Underwriting commission. Yes, chapter. Yes, chapter. Then story. V Limited is a listed public company with a share capital of 10 crore consisting of 100 each. The company maintains register of members, class of preference shares in North India, register of debenture holders. The register office is in Bangalore. Corporate office, it's irrelevant for me. Around 17% of equity shareholders and around 10% of preference shareholders reside in Indore. 17 and 10 reside in Indore. Madhya Pradesh, out of which 9 and 5 have made a joint application to the company for registered member to be shifted to company का license office in company refuses stating the register can only be maintained at registered office. The shifting of registered office meeting. Rowan, an equity shareholder, decided to sell his shares to Arav Textile before going abroad. He sold his share to Raj on 7th May and left India on 10th May after completing all formalities. Raj later discovered that the name has not been entered in the ROM. The company का AGM was scheduled on 25th. Sent an email to company to requesting his name to be put in ROM. No response was. Raj approached tribunal will pass an order on 20th May directing the company enter the Raj name in ROM. Transferred register. At AGM, the company declared the dividend at 10% of the profits earned. The Krish holding 1,000 equity shares had jointly purchased this share 2 years ago with Mr. Rahman, who is also the shareholder holding 1,000 shares. Krish is still liable to pay the final call of 20%. We are like adjustment. Then a report on the AGM proceeding. If it's a listed company, you have to give a report in form number MGT along with fees. Answer 789. The tribunal passed an order on 20th May. 20th May. Latest by what date should the entry of Mr. Raj ka name be made in the ROM? First May 21st 20. 20th May. Tribunal passes the order. The company general the line is 60 days. Something like was there. And if it is public company, it is 30 and 90. 30 and 60, 30 and 90. But tribunal has taken the application and you pass the order, you have to register within 10 days. Rectification to be done within 10 days. So 20th May, not 10. 10 days you take. 30th May. Suppose the chairman of the company abroad went abroad 2 days after the AGM and remained unavailable for the next 31 days. During this period, the AGM report was signed by 2 directors. One of them was an additional director. Comment on the validity. AGM ka report. Towards the end, we have written, I think 120 or 121 section. We have written that. Tell me. No, it should be signed by managing director. It should be signed by managing director. 8th का D. 9th. Now, the AGM was scheduled on which day? 25th May. AGM was scheduled on 25th. Now, by what date should the company submit the AGM report to ROC? 30 days? 4th May to 1 day prior, 24th June. C. 30 days. Okay. Now, big case is there. Let's try doing it on the own. We'll check the answer later on, like we used to do in class. Since the company has declared the interim dividend before approval of finance and disclosure of financial, whether the board can declare final dividend without approval of shareholders. The board of the company has already declared interim dividend before the approval of financial books of accounts and the closure of financial. So the board can declare final dividend without approval. Recommended by board, declared by shareholder. Recommended by board, declared by shareholder. B. B. 2. Once the rate of dividend has been recommended by the board, it cannot be increased. So the shareholder walked on the ground. What is the procedure? Correct procedure. For this, we need to read the story. The resolution pertaining to declaration of dividend was passed and approved unanimously. That means 100% approval by the rest of the shareholders and completing the required quorum. The quorum was completed. Quorum was completed. Disregarding the boycott of some of the shareholders, if the quorum is present in the course of meeting and the majority of them have approved, then the rate of dividend recommended by the board shall be treated as approved. A. This is the wrong. If final is declared by final, so they can't declare only. The board recommends the board of the company written rate of dividend shall be withdrawn. This is also wrong. There is A. Once it is approved, then it is approved because we require recommend by board na, and approval of members via OR. OR was met, quorum was met, then it is approved. 3. When should the unpaid dividend not claimed by shareholders be transferred to separate account as per the above case study? Unpaid dividend, na? Separate bank account. The dividend was paid to the shareholder, but some of them could not be paid within the prescribed time limit. Later on, the company transferred the unpaid dividend to the on 7th October. The dividend was not paid to some of the shareholders in the preceding financial year, so and so, as they have not claimed it. General meeting was conducted on 31st August. Dividend is declared there. 1st August and 30th September. 7 days. 7 days. I mean. Tell me the answer. So the meeting was held on 31st August. So you have to pay within 30 days or you have to claim within 30 days. That is basically 30th September. Once it is over, then within 7 days from here. And they have to check the provisions. So this is so wrong, this is so wrong. This is also wrong. This is the time limit for payment. Then within 7 days from the expiry of 30 days. 3 is D. 3 is D. Fourth, the amount of unpaid dividend was transferred to a separate bank account on 10th Jan. This is beyond the prescribed period. Agreed. The latest date was 7th Jan 25. What will the interest liability which is to be paid for this delay? Unpaid may you have transferred it. Unpaid may. So 12%. 6 I have not taught, 9 I have not taught, 15 also. That is only 12 and 15. That's 12 and 18. 12 was non-payment. You have not paying one time, which is 12%. E. Fifth, when the company shall transfer the remaining unpaid or unclaimed dividend to the IEPF from unpaid dividend account after 7 years. We counted from the dividend was not paid to some shareholder in the preceding financial year from 1670 to 20 as they have not claimed it. 1617. 1617 only. 7 years, no? 7 years, 1617 only. When the company shall transfer the remaining unpaid or unclaimed to the IPF. So 7 years, that is 1617. D. Ashwin, a shareholder in 5,000 shares, discovered that the dividend for 1617 have been transferred to IPF. Which of the following is correct? Answer of fifth question was in 1617. It is in IPF now, so you can't claim from the company. You can't file a suit, company is unable to pay it. You can claim it. You can't claim from the company, but you can claim the remaining dividends of 1718 to 2024 because it has been transferred to IPF. You have to claim it from IPF, but the balance would have not been transferred because after 7 years it will be going to IPF, right? Till then, it is with the company in the separate bank account. It's unpaid account. You can claim from the company, but 1617 would have been transferred to IPF. You claim it from the IPF, not from the company. Balance yes, you can claim from. So B. Done. Let's do this. Let's check the answers. B, A, D, E, 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 7. They have given B. Let's check why this is wrong. 8 is D, 9 is C, 10 is C. 7 is B. 7 question. This 7 days. Not rectification. Mhm. My mistake. Was refusal to transfer the company should enter all the entries should be made in 7 days. All the entries should be made within 7 days. So 7 is B. B they have. Only one mistake. Rest everything is correct. Understood. This we have completed the entire RTP. Guys, solving RTP will give you a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. Do solve MTP1 and MTP2 also whenever it is released, and make sure you clear. I've uploaded series of revision sessions on the channel. Do the marathons, guys, with the handwritten notes, and keep on solving past papers. You have 5 papers, 500 marks. Wherever you are, whichever city you are watching it from, please solve past high level of confidence. And CA intermediate exams are only about confidence. You can connect with me over Instagram or Telegram. Instagram, just type Abhishek Bansal, prof.abhishek, prof.abhishek Bansal. Get my channel, my account. Tell me if there's a doubt. Make sure we clear this channel. Okay. Bye bye, guys. Take care, enjoy, and aim for a rank or 70 plus, whichever is earlier. Bye bye, guys. Take care.